And for anyone out there that has noticed this band-aid on my hand, I would like to remind you that soldering irons, they're very, very hot. Very hot.
Break out the new equipment!
I am Halloween.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
They're here. Who you gonna call?
Hey everybody, Jason here, back again for another installment of this year's Ghostbusters News Halloween Countdown, and in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a couple of easy to install mods, upgrades for your Hasbro Ghostbusters Plasma Series Proton Pack, as well as the Spirit Halloween Proton Pack. And these mods I kind of previewed about a month or so ago as I received them in an episode of Ghostbusters News Fan Mail Friday. They were sent in by Imperial Tech Shop. They have their own Etsy store if you want to check it out. We got a link down below in this video's description. And outside of what we're going to show you in today's video, they make a ton of more items, and best yet, the majority, they're not only easy to install, but also reversible should you ever want to go back to factory default. Now starting things off here, we're going to upgrade our Power Cell light bar lenses in both packs, first starting with the life-size Spirit Halloween. And what you're taking a look at right here, this is what it looks like normally. And for this mod, I'm going to go a bit unconventional, as instead of blue, we're going to be installing this Ecto Green. Should also add here that Imperial Tech Shop, they offer a magnitude of different color options, so if you want to go screen accurate, great. If you want to give it your own personal touch, hey, you can do that too. Removing the motherboard here, you're gonna see I actually have already installed this new lens, with the only thing needing to be done is removing these screws here and swapping out, again, that replacement lens. For a quick refresh, here's what it looked like before, and now here it is with that Ecto Green. And I know some purists, they may scoff, but for me, I totally love this look. Moving on to one of my mostly stock Hasbro Proton packs. If you need a refresher, again here, this is what this power cell looks like. And this time around, we're going to be going for film accuracy, installing a better blue lens. And while this mod, again, it is made easy to install, getting into the Hasbro pack, it is slightly more of a headache than the Spirit. Okay, so I've got to remove these screws and, oh God, there's more screws. Seriously? I totally forgot this part of the pack. It opens up. Stupid Jason. This would have made things so much easier. Once all screws are removed, you swap those out with this new lens, and wow, this is such a huge change. Again, this is what it looked like before, and this is what it looks like now. You can see the individual lights making their way up, and while this install, it was slightly a bit more intuitive, it was totally worth it. Now I know some of you, you're saying, Jason, I want to install some mods, I want to install some upgrades, but I'm just so scared when it comes to opening up the Proton Pack. Well, I gotcha. As with our next mod, we're going back to the Spirit Halloween Proton Pack, and we're going to cover up the cheap-looking plastic ribbon cable clamp with this, a metal finish overlay. Now to install this, and I use the word install rather loosely, all you're going to have to do is remove these two screws. Stick that cover onto the pre-existing clamp, re-add your screws, and you're done. I love the shine, I love the sheen coming off this, helping make this plastic Proton Pack look, well, slightly less plastic. Up next, we've got this Beyond Easy Iron Arm Cap overlay, and this is a great option for those that want a silver Iron Arm cap. And this one here, nobody can screw up. All you have to do is expose the adhesive backing and just slap it on. Should also add here that these mods, both the cover for the Iron Arm cap and the ribbon cable clamp, they are available for the Hasbro pack as well. For our final two upgrades, we're going to be going back inside the Proton Pack, again this time the life-size Spirit Halloween Proton Pack, and the first one here, we're going to be installing an auxiliary mod. And this is going to allow the addition of a Bluetooth speaker. Now this one is another one that I've already done, with the installation being very easy, however it does require some very light soldering. And for anyone out there that has noticed this band-aid on my hand, I would like to remind you that soldering irons, they're very hot. Very hot. To do this upgrade, you unscrew this board from the pack, then solder the aux mod right into it. The wires go right here in both P1 and P2, where the standard stock speaker it typically resides. From there, I went on to Amazon, picking up a 3.5mm aux cable, a volume adjuster cable, and also a small compact JBL speaker. So what does it sound like? Well, here's the pack with that stock speaker. And here's what it sounds like with that Bluetooth speaker, with that upgrade installed. And a reminder, it is a Bluetooth speaker that is inside, meaning that it can play all kinds of different audio. For example, the Proton pack hum noise, the Spirit Halloween costume prop, it's missing. Let me just play that. Or you can even have it play your favorite Ghostbusters songs, like, I don't know, the Ghostbusters News theme song? Heading back inside the life-size Spirit Pack, we're going to install some lens diffusers. Now this set from Imperial Tech Shop, it comes with 4 red lenses and 4 white, with the latter serving as the diffusers. You're first going to remove both boards that handle the cyclotron lights, then you're going to place in the red lenses. Also have to make note that these lenses, they include small little holes that line up with pre-existing pegs found within the pack. After the red lenses are positioned, you add the white on top, rescrew the boards back into place, matching up the arrows, and then you are left with this. This makes a pretty significant difference here. For another refresher, here's what it looked like before, and then again, the after. For those that may want to install similar upgrades to their Hasbro pack, yes, these mods are available for that as well. In fact, I'd recommend you go ahead and check out Imperial Tech Shop on Etsy. As I've already mentioned, we got a link to their store and it's available down below in this video's description. With that said, that's all I've got for you for this one. As always, be sure to subscribe. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters news, check out our Patreon page. We got a link to that also down below, and we'll see you right back here next time.
Your spine, your senses don't deceive you. Call up the guys who are ready to believe you. The number's 555-2368. But before you call, let's get something straight. What do you do when the ghost has been busted? Is it the source universally trusted? If you got a case of Ghostbusters blues, the cure for sure is Ghostbusters news. Jason's the guy who's doing the heavy